Let's get into Urban Decay. This BLM They Them lady got decked by a cop. Let's watch. I have written down that's what you get. So let's take a look.
What the fuck we want? Don't fucking point at me.
It's very easy. Cop lives don't matter. It's very easy to not get into an altercation with the police. It's very easy to do. I never had one. You just don't bounce around in their face like that.
Yep, so now the cop's getting physical. This big, thick they-them comes out. Boom! Dropped him. Dog's in there. There's Major. That's what Major is.
There's Major.
Found Major. Found a use for him.
It's crazy how these things escalate. Like, you get in the cop's face, things are getting, aggressive, and then they get so surprised when the cop starts, like, retaliating and getting back and, like, being aggressive back.
Yeah. Do you think the cop was just like, oh, whoa, didn't realize you were that serious. I'll get out of here.
Yeah, cops' lives don't matter. Sorry about that. You can just keep pushing me and chest-to-chesting with me, and that's no problem. So they basically, like, they get a reaction. They stir up things. They get a reaction from the cop, and then it, like, reaffirms what they believe, that cops are aggressive and a problem and attacking black people.
Yeah.
So it's like a self-fulfilling thing that happens in live time.
It's circular. It's that meme. Like, I'm mad at the cop, so I'm yelling, and then I'm doing something inappropriate. Then the cop comes because I'm doing something inappropriate. The cop punishes me, and then I hate cops again. It's all a big circular thing.
Yeah, exactly. And they use it to prove their narrative about the police. But I think what's interesting is, and the game changer is the dogs.
Yeah.
Go prove your point to the dogs. The dogs don't care.
Yeah, the dog isn't racist. He has no intent. He doesn't know anything.
So I think, like, people might say I'm being aggressive or I'm stifling free speech, but I think if we had dogs, we had a lot of dogs on the ready, we wouldn't have had the Antifa BLM riots of 2020. People don't fuck with dogs. They know those dogs are not messing around. So if you have a line and say, don't cross this line, and people want to come press it, come try your luck with the dogs. Dogs don't care.
Yeah, the dogs know about the line. They don't know anything else.
The dogs don't care. The dogs will do what they're trained to do. And people could say, oh, Fleckus, you're not being constitutionally sound. You're stifling free speech, and people should have a right to protest. Well, what do you do when people have already stifled free speech and they already took it? How do you get it back?
Good question.
The dogs.
Yeah.
The dogs will bring it back.
And supporting police right now, it's tough. They did COVID stuff, didn't they? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know what to think. A lot of people on the right are starting to be more anti-police and kind of anarchist in that nature because you can't trust these systems. And then you never know who's the chief of police. Is it some George Soros type?
Well, that's true.
Because then it's like, yeah, you're not going to ever get the result. And then beat cops, the people who are actually on the ground are put in a hard position, rock in a hard place. It's all a big cluster. So.
It is. But the dogs could solve that problem because the dogs obviously are not people. They're not biased. They are just aggressive and they know their rules and their training. And I think the dogs would go a long way to get the streets back under control.
Fair.
I'm a big dog guy.
Very fair.
Yeah.
Except pit bulls.
Except pit bulls.
But
pit bulls, they wouldn't be used as police dogs because they'd say, all right, stop. And the pit bull wouldn't listen. They just keep attacking.
Would just keep thrashing.
Richard Rapway showed me a thing about pit bulls. I saw like these pictures of dogs who attacked a porcupine, and it's like you see on the side of their face, they have a bunch of the quills, or like they have a couple on their back or
like
whatever.
10, 12 quills or something.
Like basically there was a porcupine, the dog bit or went too close, got stuck, dog runs off.
Dog goes, oh, runs away.
The pit bulls that attack the porcupines are completely covered like Edward Scissorhands.
They don't quit. Edward Scissorhands? No,
who's the one with the dots, the spikes?
The spikes, yeah.
The Johnny Depp spikes guy.
Eraserhead or something, maybe?
Something like that. That's where the pit bulls look like that. They don't stop. They'll just keep going until the porcupine runs out of quills, and then they kill the porcupine.
Yeah.
So
no self-interest, no self-preservation, just kill, thrash.
We don't need to get back on the pit bull stuff, but the Kid Thrasher shirt is obviously still available. ShopFleckus.com for the best merch in the game. Use code Jerry for 15% off.
Didn't one of your followers get attacked by a pit bull?
Oh, yeah.
And yeah,
the other day, one of my followers got attacked by a pit bull. It was actually super sad. They tweeted at me, and they said...
I have the DMs here.
So they tweeted at me and they said, my brother-in-law just got attacked by a pit bull. I think he's officially pit bull pilled. Think it's in poor taste if I buy him a Kid Thrasher shirt from the Fleckus store. And then I replied, sorry to hear that. Gonna send him a shirt. Just DM'd you for your info. Everyone else, go to the website. So we're giving out pit bull
Apparently,
shirts,
the dog is dead. The attack dog, is now dead.
which I'm happy to hear.
One less pit bull. So Fleckus, he's advocating for more dogs. They're truly unbiased. I think it could get greasy. I'm not necessarily on that plan.
Very greasy.
But what do you think? What do you think police should do to help deal with stressed or troubled individuals? What do you think?
Like an intense situation.
Yeah, like someone who's kind of going crazy, and
I would say bring the dogs.
bring the dogs. Well,
Let's see what the response really is.
park police officers just posted this. They want to give out toys. They want to give out little toys and little things you could squeeze to a criminal.
Little stress relievers. Here's a picture of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sir, release the hostages. Please just start petting this Furby and calm down.
Hey, sir, I understand you've knifed 3 people. How about a fidget spinner?
Yeah.
I guess this is a police department giving out cheap Chinese toys as their way to handle crime.
Right here, there's sunglasses.
Goofy sunglasses. Let's get in the wedding photo booth.
Sir, please put on these cool shades. Where are the hostages?
Sir, drop the gun. Here's a foam basketball, please. And then cops unarmed too, just like with the foam
Let
basketball.
the children go. Here's a finished Rubik's Cube. Here's a Rubik's Cube that's already been done. Please let the kids go. So that's a solution, I guess. It's all about compassion and understanding, and I guess a lot of the world's problems would be solved if instead of bringing the dogs and guns, we brought the Furbies and Slinkies.
Yeah, the social worker brought the cheap Chinese plastic. Great.
Please, sir.
We solved it, guys.
Just use the Slinky. Once the Slinky gets tangled, then the guy really snaps.
He goes, no! But by that time, you have the handcuffs on him. By that time, you've tricked him. And then meanwhile, the 70-year-old Asian woman gets knocked out on the street, and you're giving the guy a fidget spinner.
Please calm down. Here's a Furby.
Lovely.
Well, let's go to the next clip. We're still in Urban Decay. A guy gets shot in the back of the head and robbed. This is a sad one.
I have it titled as Atlanta Execution.
Yeah.
So it's a security guard. He's coming out of...
50-something-year-old man parks his car.
He's like an old guy. He's parks his car. Somebody is walking up behind him,
And
pulls
then,
out a gun. Everyone's black in this video.
and then shot in the back of the head, dead. Shot dead. 50-year-old man, lived a whole life, saw a whole bunch of stuff, probably has a family, and is dead in a second without even seeing it coming because someone wanted to rob him for, his phone and his wallet.
Whatever's on his body. So real trash behavior here. The interesting part is someone is sitting like up at the top of the camera here and just watched it happen. Doesn't run away. The guy's carrying the gun, walking away, and he walks right past him, kind of makes eye contact and goes, all right.
Which is why we have the STP scale, the Slit Throat Patrol scale we talked about a couple episodes ago. That wouldn't happen to us because everyone walking up on me, I'm assuming, is going to execute me.
Yeah.
And it's sad to live that way,
Yeah.
but you kind of have to at this point, especially if you're in Atlanta.
Yeah. So this guy's body is just on the ground. People are walking around. It's crazy. So stay safe out there, people, because there's some bad hombres out there.
Mm-hmm. With nothing to lose and will kill you for nothing to gain. It's not like they're killing the guy who has the
Brinks truck.
and has the suitcase of cash going out of the bank every Friday at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
This is just some guy who parked his GMC Envoy and got killed.
So sad.
Last clip of Urban Decay, phone counter stealing.
Guy walks in. He's got some tool. He cuts all the cords of the phone, takes the whole display.
It's a whole display of phones, and as you know, those phones don't even really work.
Yeah, don't they just shut those off? Isn't that kind of like a...
Yeah, those phones just have like welcome messages and like displays of the layout of the phone, but there's no service, there's no app downloads. It's just they're dummy phones to kind of see what it feels like. Don't tell that to that guy. He's probably going to trade it for drugs to some street rat who doesn't realize that this guy's selling duds.
Yeah, as long as he can get $20 out of it, it's all worth it.
Hey, these phones don't work, and he's already just on whatever drugs he's on.
Sir, drop the phones. Here's a Slinky. And it's funny because Fleckus, you got a new phone this week, and he needed to come with guy. I hopped in the car, went with him. I'm a big come with guy. And we walked into the store, and the first thing I thought about was, we could take this place. Like,
Let's just steal.
because we've seen so many videos of like the groups in the Apple stores, and cell phone stores are a huge target. And so the number one thing I'm thinking about now is steal all these phones.
Yeah.
Crazy. That happened in 2 years. I wouldn't have thought about that 5 years ago, not 10 years ago, never. So,
Yep. I got
Nice society.
I got the new iPhone 13.
nice.
It's a lovely phone. And obviously it's expensive, but they do it in a way where all you have to do is like pay it off every month, like $25 a month for 3 years or something.
Yeah, financing a phone for 3 years.
So it's like, you got
So
me.
they hooked him. They got
They
him.
hooked me. It's free basically. It's nothing. I don't even pay for it basically.
It's like taking out a 10-year car loan.
Yeah.
Just like bad. So
So that's the end of Urban Decay. It was a dark one this week,